One's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Murray. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. It might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's got room to run inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Fresh set of downs here. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to Murray on first down. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the red zone now, Goff. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Second down here after the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat. The direct snap to Johnson. He'll start out on the ground with Bell. Fighting him off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. It's a big run that time by Bell. 47 yards on the ground. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen catch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. In motion left, that's Jackson. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can trot out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else, because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. That's taken on the 25. Gets through, and now an opening. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Well, now they'll try the end around. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the second.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The slot man in motion right. After the interception, here's Goff. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's got Sanu. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through.
There goes Duke Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Goff throwing again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size